I'm Dominique.
I'm Darren.
And we're VisualEyes Creative. We have been working together for about 9 years, and we do animation, web design, graphics, illustration, multimedia.
A lot of people think animation is just moving something from point A to point B, and it's not. Animation is about giving something life and character, and moving to point B is, yeah, it's not animation.
Work with us! Just plain hard to get.
First thing we need to do for a stop-mo production is this, which what we're talking about here is we need to create the puppets we're using, which means we've got to start with moulding it and making the characters. We then have to give them some bone structures, which are sort of like this, and they may take
an armature.
It's called an armature. They may take 2 weeks to build one of those, and that means it can move and hold its position. Then we've got to cast it inside the puppet, so by the time we make our puppets, we may be a month down the track. Then we've got to make the sets, including things like the cars and everything else. We've got to do the voice dialogue, so we do that first. Then we have to analyse it and know where our lip positions are for every 1/25th of a frame. Then finally, after all that, we get to set it up and do our lighting and set up our shot and know where our characters are moving.
Lighting might take 2 hours to set up a shot, and the camera to get it in focus and do a couple of test shots might take another hour. So before you've even started, there's half the morning gone.
Quite often we may have to make camera tracks to achieve a specific move that we're doing. At the end of all day, then you get around to shooting, and if it's a 12-second shot, we've got 250, 300 frames or thereabouts, which take a few minutes a frame, and you do that. And finally, at the end of the day, you end up with a whole lot of frames that you then do your digital post-production on.
Well, it's not much of a story, Doris, but perhaps we can fit it in after the classifieds. I'll keep an eye out for anyone fitting this description.
Basically, we started off having a variety of things we wanted to achieve, taking in a whole lot of skills we had, like film work and constructing sets and models, and that sort of lent itself to stop-mo animation, which is good because it gave us a good background in a whole variety of things. And from there we just progressed into the things that sort of happened along the way that were out of our control, like new technology, which of course forced us to move to the web and move into the stage we are today. I suppose that's how we got to where we are today.